Okay, here we are, out here in God's country. Greatest area around, nothing but cedar trees and sagebrush flats for as far as the eye can see. I've decided I'm going to shake up all my sets. My father-in-law brought me out here to a badass spot. If you look around right there, I don't know if you can see it very good in the camera, there's a big old hairy ass pile of coyote shit right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through here with you guys, and I'm going to show you some of my sets, show you some of the reasons why I set there, and then I'll have somebody give me some input. Somebody that's done this for a while, look at what I'm doing here and tell me if you see anything wrong with my sets, okay? Here we've got fox tracks all through here. You can't really see them on the camera, but they're all through here. Fox tracks. So I've got one set right here. I just used the dirt hole that was already there. Okay. My smooth job's it's not the smoothest job I've ever done covering a trap, but it's there. It's bedded down. It's bedded good. It doesn't wobble at all. I'm going to pack it a little better so it looks a little more natural. But I've got some scent up there on that stick, and I've got some bait down in here. And I'm using some of my own homemade bait. It's mostly chicken. We had a bunch of roosters we slaughtered, so we've got most of their insides in there. A couple rabbits that I've caught in snares and some shit like that. Used a Ninja blender to blend it all up and let it sit in a bucket for a while. Okay, I've got more fox tracks all throughout here. I don't know if you can see all this right here. A couple of these are my tracks, but for the most part, this is fox and coyote tracks out here. I'm going to get to a couple more of my sets, and I'll get you guys back on so I can hear what somebody thinks about what I'm doing. Let me know what's going on. Okay, now we're back here on one of my other sets. As you can see, it's the beginning of a big draw, okay? And it goes out there onto a flat. There's the road right there, and there's a big flat right here. We're in a draw. So, and there's fox tracks all over here, fox tracks and coyotes. So what I did is I used an existing hole right here at the base of this little tiny tree. I don't know if you can see it, okay? Right about there. And I've got my trap set right here, okay? It's covered very good. You can't see it at all. There's no fucking flat spots or nothing. I got about 2.5 pounds of pan tension on my shit. So we're setting right here is my pan. There's my hole, there's my pan. It's about 14 inches. You know what I mean? So it's got a good little distance for something to step on. I figure something's gonna walk up to it, step on, piss on that tree right there, a little teeny shrub, and then maybe step on my pan, work my bait I got down in there. And in there I got some what was left of some Mark June's Widowmaker Predator paste bait mixed with my own homemade bait. And I got a set of Lennon Super Long Range All Coyote Call. I think it's got quite a bit of skunk in it because you can smell it as soon as you open that damn bottle. Okay, so this is my second set I've got here today. I'll show you the rest of them. Okay, I'm down here on my other site. You can see there's coyote tracks and fox tracks both right here. I'll even get you in there so we can see them. See? Here, 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 there. All the way across this little clearing out here. Okay? There's some scat right there on the ground. So what I did is I came over here to where there's already a little hole, and I dug under it a little bit, set my trap right here. And most of what I'm running is Duke traps. I don't really care that they're not made in the United States. It doesn't bother me a bit. The way it's going, it sounds like Korea's going to be North Korea's going to wind up being an American Providence anyways. So I'm not really that worried about it. But got that one set right there. I've got it covered real good with some pine needles right here off this tree. So I feel like that's a pretty good set right there. We'll get some input from some of you guys and see what's going on. Okay, we're coming up now on another set of mine. And I'm not really sure that it's in the best of locations. I know it's got quite a bit of sign. And I don't know how good you can see these little holes on camera, but you see there's little holes all over out here. Right here there's one, there. They're all fucking over. And what they are, I believe, is because you can see claw marks in them right here around the rims. So I think what they are is where coyotes are trying to dig up mice, okay? So what I did I went right over here to where one had already been digging a little hole, and I dug my hole deeper, okay? And I bedded my trap in there really good and solid, okay? And I've got a Duke number, no, this one I believe is a Bridger number 3 right here. I believe I got a Bridger number 3 right here, okay? My pan's set good. It's covered real nice. I got a couple tracks back in here I didn't notice before, which is good. I'm glad I decided to do a walkthrough, come back, check my shit out so I know where my sets are. But sets don't got to be perfect. I've heard I've got to look like something tore that space up, so that's what I'm doing. I've got this in here. I'll get back with you guys when I get to the end of my line, finish up this video, and get some input hopefully. Guys, we're back here now, and I'm going to show you why I decided to set right here. Okay, you can see them there kinda. They're a little watered down right now. It's been raining today, but there's tracks right here there's a lot of them too. Right there, you can see a whole bunch. They're coming through here real heavy, and I'm seeing some coyote tracks over there. Over that way, I seen probably one of the biggest dog tracks I've seen, and it looked like a heavy one. You know what I mean? You can tell by the weight of the print. Anyone that knows what I'm talking about, it's easy for you to understand where I'm coming from. You can see the weight of the critter pushing down into the dirt, and you can tell that it's a, you know what I mean, it's 45, 50 pound coyote. So when we catch him, we'll see. But we've got tracks coming all out through here, holes where the fox has been digging out here. You can see their tracks out here. Okay, all over right here. It looks, I'm not quite sure what this is, but it's the 3rd or 4th one I've seen. And I think it's just little areas where they scratch around, maybe roll around in the dirt or something when they itch. I don't know, I got dogs that do that same shit. But I've got over here, the sun's in it, so you can't really tell. But it's a good little cubby hole set. You know what I mean? I got it's dug back in there a ways. And then I beat my stake back in there and pushed my bait down into there. But it's got a lot of eye appeal because it's how I feel that it does. I'm new to this still. I'm really green and I need some help. Would someone please give me some pointers? I'm hoping to get that old boy from Coon Creek Outdoors to answer me. He never does though. Seems like a busy man, working man's trap line. We're coming up here on my last set right now, but I just found a coyote den hole. I found the den, so I'm gonna go over there and reset it. Okay, and I've got a little cubby hole set right here. You can see the hole that goes underneath the tree. I don't know how good you can see it. It goes up under that tree right there. And I've got a Duke number 1.5. That's all I got left. Set right here. That last set was a Duke number 1.5. The one before that was the Bridger 3. The one before that was the Duke number 4. And the other two were Duke number 2s. All of them except for my 1.5s are square jawed offset. In the state of Utah, we're not allowed to have jaws that lock all the way shut. I believe we have to have 3/32 of an inch in between, so not a whole lot. You use some baling wire to keep your traps from firing all the way, and it ought to work just fine. Over here, I've got a setup. You're not going to be able to see it on there, but I've got a setup right here. You can see that bungee cord that's stretched real tight right there. Goes up to there. It's anchored on that tree right there, and it's hooked to a tripwire right here, across from there. You may not be able to see it. I'll see if I can zoom in. Get a little closer to it. Okay, right there's that tripwire fishing line. It's hooked to a very fucking clever device that I learned from a buddy of mine. That's actually not I can't say buddy. He's a YouTube buddy. I've talked to him a couple times. He goes by Meat Trapper. It's called a power snare, using a bungee cord as your power. It's designed to catch an animal around the leg, high up on the leg, so you will have to dispatch it when you get here the next day if it's there. Got that set there. Continue on with what I've been doing today. I was walking around videoing all my sets, showing you guys my traps, my sets, so that we know what I've got and I know where it's at. Camera's real dirty. So I don't forget where nothing's at. I'd hate to lose a trap. I spent a lot of money on them and I'm really into this trapping. And I'm inexperienced still, I'm green. But my little pea brain and my small mentality tells me that there is a spot to set. If you can see it, I mean, it's a den of some sort, and it goes clear the hell back there. This dirt right here is different color than the rest of it, so I think I got a good chance to catch me a critter right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set me a Duke number 2 right here coming into this hole, and I'm not gonna use no lure, no bait, no nothing. Just see how that works. then off in here, I'm gonna set me a couple dirt hole sets. I'm gonna set a snare around this fucking opening, see how it goes. You never know. I might be overdoing it right there, actually. I might just put the foot trap here, set some snares up through this brush, and then I'll get back with you guys. So here we are at this fucking den, and I've got my trap bedded. As you can see, it's not covered. It is not covered. It's bedded real good, barely wobbles. It wobbles a little bit, but I've been working with some really bad sand, so it's hard for me to get it any better than that. I'm gonna see if I can set this here camera right here. I don't know that you can get a real good look at what I'm doing, but yeah, it looks like you can go see what I'm doing. I'm not certain that you can. I might be making a shitty video. I'm not sure. I'm not good at this. Slit from a dog. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get my hand caught in the trap. Somebody's watching now. It's happened to me before. Okay, a teeny bit of dirt over there to keep from blowing away. Sift the rest of it onto it. And as you can see, I'm having trouble sifting dirt because of this damn wind. The good news is that this isn't really something's just been digging this recently, so it's going to be used to seeing some torn up dirt. Area where I've been seeing a lot of red fox sign. I'm gonna go ahead and squirt a little bit of red fox piss on this. But this is what it looks like now, completed. My trap bedded, covered up. I'm gonna do a little bit better. You can see right here, I got a couple little edges. I'm gonna knock them out real fast and sift over it one more time to get it looking real good. I'll get back with you guys here shortly. This one I'm trying something new. This set's not gonna be covered up very well. It actually kind of looks like a fucking bomb went off in here. I made it kind of like a step down dirt hole set. I dug the hole back into there. I've got my Sleepy Creek number 1 3/4 right here. I actually really like the Sleepy Creek design. They got a really nice the way that the tongue or the dog fits underneath the pan. I like it a lot. It's almost like it comes with a built-in night latch. All my traps are modified. They've all got night latches on them. All of them have an offset jaw. That Sleepy Creek's got a pretty wide jaw actually, offset. I was going to show you guys that before I said it. The last one that I've got right here is a Duke number 1.5. It's 1.5. As you can see, the jaws on this shut all the way. So what I'm going to do is I got some wire with me. I'm going to wrap some wire around them jaws just to keep them apart, just so they're legal for the state. I'm going to get this last set in. I'm not quite sure where, and then I'll get back with you guys. I believe this is set number 7. No. 9. This is set number 9. This is just on the other side of that den too. I'll get back with you guys. So I finally arrived at my last set, and I just barely set this, and in it I believe I got a Duke 1.5. Not my ideal trap for catching coyotes and foxes, but it'll work. It'll hold them. I dug a little hole right here, set my trap right here. You can see I got some tracks on top of it I made myself with my fingers. I'm getting good at that, I think. I don't know, I can't say I'm good at it. I ain't caught nothing yet. But this is my first day in the new area. We're in the Coke Fields in Utah. This is an area where it used to be very heavily worked by oil and gas industries, but it ain't been for a while, so it's rehabilitating. This is my assistant, my nephew, Melvin. Marshall Leon Nielsen. But goes by Melvin, because I named him that. So I'll have you guys tell me what you think about my sets, and get back with me please, and let me know what I'm doing wrong here. Thank you.